Shots fired inside a very crowded Columbiana Center in Harbison tonight. It happened just after 7. Columbia police say a fist fight led to the incident. 2 suspects pulled out guns and fired into the air, but nobody was hurt.
News 19's Lauren Thomas joins us now live from the mall with the very latest. Lauren.
Well, guys, it was a pretty chaotic scene earlier this evening as hundreds of people were fleeing the mall after shots were fired inside. But now we know that 7 different jurisdictions, that's Richland County, Lexington County, Columbia, Newberry, Irmo Police, as well as SLED, are all investigating exactly what happened in the Columbiana Mall.
We just was in there shopping with our kids, and we looked out and everybody was just running. It was just chaos.
Just after 7 p.m., shots were fired at the Columbiana Mall in Harbison Boulevard. Chief Skip Holbrook with the Columbia Police Department says they believe the shot stemmed from a fist fight.
We had an altercation that broke out in front of K Jewelers. Initially, a couple people were involved from what we have gathered thus far from witnesses in a fist fight. A third person joined in. At least 2 people pulled guns and began firing into the air. At this time, no injuries have been reported, but officers say they are looking for 3 suspects. People who were in the mall at the time of the shooting say they were in shock by what was happening.
I actually was trapped in Express, but we ended up going out the side, the exit door, because there's still people in Express. Everybody's so upset about everything that's going on. So when people start moving fast, we thought someone was coming that way. So me and my family ended up going out of the exit door.
I was crying because I had my baby. I had my 3-year-old in my hand. And I'm like, they got us locked in. We don't know what's going on. We don't know if the person's coming back here because we had to run further back in the store because they thought somebody was running in the store with a gun.
It took officers a little over an hour to evacuate the mall and say many people are still looking for loved ones. CPD has designated Toys R Us as a meeting spot for anyone who was separated.
As we continue to clear the mall and some of these other adjacent buildings, I think it will shed some more light on what occurred.
Now, we just got word from Chief Holbrook on the 2 suspects now that they're looking for. There are 2 black males, roughly ages 20 to 25, around 5'10" and 150 pounds. One of the suspects was wearing acid-wash jeans and a jacket with a red T-shirt carrying a black handgun. The second suspect was wearing a dark hoodie along with carrying a black handgun as well. And so this is still very early on in this investigation, but officials and investigators are on the scene continuing to search and trying to get more information about exactly what happened, but they're asking anybody with information to reach out to them and give them that information to help along this investigation. Darcy?
On the phone with us now, Ariana, who is an employee at Columbiana Mall. She was there during that shooting today. Ariana, thank you so much for joining us.
No problem.
Can you tell us what you saw?
So I was in my store. I was in the back, and everyone started running. About 40 people started running at us, screaming, "There was a shooter! There's a shooter!" People were running into our storeroom. People were running out of our back exit. It was kind of like a mob scene. Finally, we were all in the back room. We turned off the lights, and everyone was just trying to hide and lock the doors. And then we heard banging on our doors. Everyone ran and hid underneath furniture, in crevices, underneath boxes. It was kind of a bit of a madhouse. We didn't know what was going on the outside. We were hearing things, we were hearing rumors, we were hearing sounds outside. We didn't know if the cops were there yet. People were trying to reach their loved ones. People were trying to reach the cops. There was no service back there either. But it all happened right outside of my store. I'm actually across from the K Jewelers where it occurred, so it's all right out there.
Well, I'm sure the training that you received from your employer helped you keep yourself and the other customers at the store safe.
Definitely, and I commend the leadership team at my store for keeping a calm head and not freaking out when everyone else was.
Ariana, thank you so much for joining us. I appreciate your input on this tonight, and I'm glad to know that you and everybody else are safe tonight.
All right, thank you.
All right, we should mention too, Columbia police are telling us tonight that the Columbiana Mall will open tomorrow as usual at noon as they continue to search for these suspects.
At one point, there were quite a few roadways that were blocked off and closed. All of those roads are now back open.
And again, if you have any information about who's responsible, call Crime Stoppers 1-888-CRIME-SC.